Hey you guys! So today's video is going to be all about skincare, but not just any skincare, my all-time favorite skincare products. It just kind of happens to be my current skincare routine, or most of my skincare routine, certainly not all, most of my skincare routine. But I will tell you guys that these products, particularly the combination of them all together, has changed my skin. I've been through a lot with my skin over the years, and I can truly say that right now, knock on wood, cross your fingers, cross your legs, cross your eyes, hopefully it stays as pleasant as it's been with me. But I thought I would take this time to share with y'all what I've been using. I don't think I've done a skincare routine over here in a long time. I did one on Patreon earlier this year, but I don't think I really even talked about skincare favorites much. Mostly because, if I'm being honest, you guys, the skincare community, y'all are scary. Like, I don't get it. I did a video earlier this year talking about skincare, and people were really frazzled about it for some reason. And I don't really want to like not make certain pieces of content because people get mad about it. But at the same time, I do feel the need to say the following just to kind of alleviate maybe some of the tension that's going to go off in the comment section for whatever reason. But I am not a professional. I'm a skincare enthusiast. I've been trying skincare, playing with skincare, reading about skincare, studying skincare for about 6 years now because I've had troubled skin. Like, I've had to try so many things. This stuff works for me. I can't guarantee it'll work for you. I paid for everything except for one thing in here with my own money. It's raining. You guys might hear that also. Hope you guys are happy to see the old background. Again, I'm really happy that it's back. I don't love the actual vanity that is behind me. There was supposed to be a new one back there a while ago, but it fell through. But we're gonna make it work. Like, even during the holidays, I'm gonna try to do some cute stuff back there, make it like fun. You know, Halloween's coming, Thanksgiving's coming, Christmas coming. Like, I'm so glad for this last little bit of the year to be upon us now. It is so soothing and calming, and it just brings so much joy to me. These last 3 to 4 months of the year, I'm feeling so happy and inspired, and there's so much fall and like Halloween content coming. I'm so excited. Anyway, all right, let's get started. All right, real quick, let's get this out of the way. Cleansing and moisturizing for me for over a year has been Drugstore, but as of April of this year, I believe it was, it has been the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion, to be specific, and the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. These two work amazing for me. In fact, I've had both of these since April, I'm pretty sure, because I did like a big lockdown haul earlier this year, and this was like one of the things I picked up when I was doing all the shopping. I'm about right here. So this is the moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. This is the one for normal to dry skin. I am combo to normal. It just depends. Like, we're coming into the cooler months, so I'm probably gonna be a little bit more on the dry side. But for the majority of the year, this has been perfectly fine for me in terms of moisturizing my skin. I don't really use my moisturizer as the end-all be-all step of hydration in my routine. I just kind of sprinkle it in lightly throughout. So I can't tell you if this moisturizer is thick enough or hydrating enough to work on someone with like very dry skin, but it works really well on me and I love it. Same thing with the cleanser. I've always kind of been the type of person that's like, if I have an extra 30 bucks I feel like spending on a nice cleanser, I'll do it. I can't rationalize spending money on the product that sits on my skin for the least amount of time. Like, you put it on and you rinse it off and it's over. I think it's the only step in your skincare that is like that, right? Yeah, even a mask, you rinse it off, but it's on for at least 10 minutes. So I don't spend a lot of money on this. I don't really need any kind of medicated or special type of cleansers as of this moment. This is working for me, and until it stops working, I will continue to use it. This is the CosRx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence from CosRx. I already said that, didn't I? You can tell, I think, how I feel about this guy. I got this one earlier this year. This is one of my first forays into K-beauty, and I love it. It kind of got me hooked a little bit. There's a couple more K-beauty things in here as well. I've tried a lot of K-beauty this year, way more than I ever have, and I'm so impressed and I've enjoyed everything I've tried, honestly. Is that true? Yes, except for one thing, which I'll talk about in another video because I have it like in a bad bin somewhere. But anyway, so this stuff is amazing. It's very hydrating. I love it. One thing that I think I didn't anticipate enjoying so much about this is it works really well for facial massage. It's kind of like a lubricant, if you will, because it's kind of have this thick, like kind of egg whitey jelly consistency, and it just creates so much slip and slide on the skin. So if you wanted to give yourself a little facial massage or something like that, it's great for that. But obviously the actual product itself is something I just love, because once I introduced this into my routine, I noticed that a lot of the redness, like irritation in my skin, seemed to go down significantly. I feel like this really soothed my skin and once again hydrated it a lot. I love this. I think it's pretty reasonably priced as well. It's not like drugstore price, but it's a decent price point. And now, at least for my Ulta, they're selling CosRx in store. So once this empties, I can just trot down there and get a new one. So speaking of K-Beauty, this is the Then I Met You Giving Essence and the Then I Met You Living Cleansing Balm. This essence is pretty friggin' beautiful. I find this to be kind of like, I don't even know how to say this without sounding really ignorant, because again, I don't propose to be some sort of massive expert in this arena. But with essences and toners, like, I get that they're kind of like watered down serums. This one kind of feels like an actual serum. Like, it feels like a real treatment. Like, I feel like I'm seeing actual results with this pretty much every time I use it. This guy has galactomyces in it. It has patera in it. There's red algae in here, some berries, allergic acid. Am I saying that right? There's a lot of stuff in here, and it definitely works. It's pretty expensive, I think, for essentially a toner, but it definitely does deliver results, which is really all I need products to do. I almost care nothing at all about the price point of a product, as long as it just does what it says it's going to do. And I feel like this one definitely does. Very hydrating. It brightens the skin a little bit. It makes it very soft. It doesn't break me out. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous product. The bottle, I even love just the branding that this brand that Then I Met You went with. This color is so beautiful and unique. I never see brands really kind of gravitate to like a strong color for their branding, and I think this really paid off for them. It's so unique and very them. Nice heavy duty glass bottle. This is a really nice product. But in terms of like what I'm loving the most from Then I Met You, it's the Living Cleansing Balm. I mean, look at this. Holy crap. I've tried another K-Beauty cleansing balm this year that I love. I'll put a picture of it right here. I talked about it in a video, but I just got this one first, and I'm just determined to finish it, and I'm enjoying it so much. It has like the most beautiful, like lemony, fresh scent in the world. It's so hydrating when you apply it. It removes every stinking scrap of your makeup. It doesn't break you out. It doesn't leave a film on the skin. It doesn't feel greasy. This guy has vitamin E, sea buckthorn oil, sea buckthorn oil. There's some grapeseed oil in here. It's just a beautiful, beautiful product. It's won awards from Allure and Birdie. Like, this is a great cleansing balm if you guys are in. Actually, I think it's out of stock. Set some notifications. Get this when it comes back. You will not regret it. So this product is actually what inspired me to make this video. This is a recent addition to my skincare routine. It's something I had really low expectations for. This is my second tub of it, and I can tell you that while I do genuinely believe everything in this kind of little routine or whatever I'm showing you has contributed greatly to the overall change and benefit to my skin, I think this is the one that might be the most to blame, or to thank, I should say. This is the Zeo Skin Health. This is by Obagi, if you guys don't know. Complexion renewal pads. These look just like those like OxyClear from like the 90s. Y'all kids, y'all don't even know. But yeah, it's just like a pad. You know, Sanitas makes things like, I think every brand, you know, makes something like this. First Aid Beauty has something like this. I've tried tons of these types of products, and that's why I didn't have the highest of hopes for this. But there is something about this product. They have two different ones. They have one that's specifically targeted to acne, which I almost picked up, but I didn't. And I'll tell you why later. This is just the complexion renewal kind of daily toning, gentle exfoliation pad. There's tons of different acids in here. I'll leave some more information about it down below. But this product, I am convinced, is helping keep my skin clear. Like, I have talked famously for a long time, and this could also be because of what something Tarte has done. But I've spoken many times about how I cannot use Tarte Shape Tape. It breaks me out. It always has. Like bad, like cystic, deep breakouts. But I've been using Tarte Shape Tape for about a week or two now because I've just been testing out new techniques, and it hasn't broken me out one time. Now, they could have changed their formula or something, but it also could very well be that this is just so good it's stopping my skin from breaking out. Like, I can be a little more adventurous with my products and not worry so much about breaking out. As long as I use this when I clean my skin at night, like before I go to bed, I just haven't really had any breakout issues. It's such a good product. I will leave it down below. If you have breakouts, check it out. So speaking of breakouts, I have to talk about this because I get asked all the time about how I cleared my skin. Another reason I made this video, some of you angel babies have been noticing that my skin's been looking better. You guys are always wanting me to tell you like what to buy at Sephora or the drugstore to clear your skin. I've tried a lot of stuff. I can't stress it enough. The only thing that has cleared my skin for the long term is tretinoin or retinol. There's Retin-A. No, this is Retin-A. Sorry. Retin-A, tretinoin, whatever. This is the only thing that works for me. I'm up to the 0.1%. If you are considering getting on this, or if you are on it and you're not loving your skin right now, you really do have to push through. There's a lot of tips and tricks to using retinol, but I've been using it off and on for about 4 years now, and consistently for over a year now, because my dermatologist prescribed it to me because my breakouts were not clearing up no matter what I did. And this is the only thing that works. It's just something I'm always going to have in my routine. Now, I can tell you that I still was sometimes getting breakouts even when I was on tretinoin. Still, sometimes, hormonal, whatever. But for some reason, the combination of the tretinoin and this, like I said, once a day, and then this a couple of times a week, something about the combination of the two has made my breakout so much less frequently. I am just asking for it. I'm just asking for it. I should like make sure that I put in a clip about 2 days from now with the giant zit that I'm gonna have because I'm bragging on my skin so much it's going to smite me. Anyway, next are 2 serums. You guys know I hate saying that word. This is from the brand Osmosis. Osmosis is a great brand I've been using for 3 years now, I think, roughly 3. My first time I bought from them was the very end of 2017, so it's been a while. I've tried most of their products, enjoyed all of them, but I brought these back into my skincare routine earlier this year, and I'm awaiting my 3rd bottle, my 3rd duo here. In other words, I'm on my 3rd bottle this year because I love these products so much and they truly, truly work. Now, I told you guys I drugstore it out for the moisturizer and the cleanser. Same thing with toners. I don't really feel the need to drop a lot. I'm going to show you a face mask in a couple minutes that's really cheap. Like, there's places I'm willing to skimp, but where I spend my money is my serums. That is where I just drop a little more cash. You finna find out. But these, I think, for how great they work, I don't think they're crazy priced, okay? So bear with me. But the first one is the Osmosis Stem Factor Growth Factor Serum. There are so many benefits to having a growth factor in your skincare routine. I highly encourage you, especially if you're like in your late 20s, early 30s, or I guess anyone who's interested in maintaining the integrity of their skin or improving it, you should be having some sort of growth factor serum in your arsenal. And Osmosis. This brand happens to make a vegan or cruelty-free version. This is plant-based growth factor. So that's pretty cool. It works really great too. I have tried the Skin Medica growth factor TNS dual chamber. That one I believe is animal growth factors in it. It's really expensive. I think the bottle is like $300. This one's like $120, I think, which isn't peanuts, I know, but like I said, I was worth my money, girl. And it works just as good, if not better. So I friggin' love this stuff. I can totally tell, again, where this is helping my skin, particularly as it pertains to just the overall kind of like firmness of it. Like my skin just looks a little plumper. That is something I'm attributing to this mostly. And then this guy, this is the Osmosis Rescue Serum. This one's weird because I don't really know how to explain it. Like I made it a point to Google all this stuff really quick before I turn the camera on just to refresh my memory about this. When you use things for so long, you just kind of quit thinking about how they work and you just love how they work. But anyway, this basically is great for you if you struggle with breakouts, or if you feel the need to heal your skin. So eczema, not eczema, God, like if you have rosacea or acne or broken capillaries, anything you're just trying to heal and protect the skin from, that is what this is great for. It makes your breakouts heal faster. It makes the redness go away faster. It makes the inflammation present in your skin calm down. It's just a great product. Again, these two together are my favorite products from Osmosis, and I don't see myself ever changing them or being without them. They're perfect to me. You are perfect, Osmosis. So the other serum in my rotation that has changed my skin for the better is the Truth Treatment Systems Transdermal Sebum. This shit's expensive. I think this is like $200, but I've had this all year. I bought this in April. Once again, a lot of this stuff I just kind of bought all at the same time. So now you know I've had plenty of time to test it out. So to give you kind of an idea, since April, I have bought 3 bottles of the Stem Factor serum, and I'm still using the same bottle of vitamin C serum that I was using at the same time that I bought the initial one of these. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is kind of like an oil, which I think is part of why it's lasting so long, because like look how thick it is. It's really thick and like luxurious, like I said, like an oil. So you don't need a lot of it. You need a tiny bit of it to kind of cover the whole face. It's in the right packaging, which is crucial, you guys, with vitamin C. I see Sephora and Sephora related brands releasing vitamin C products all the time in packaging like this that's just clear. Like vitamin C is something that you have to keep stable or it oxidizes and it's useless. Once it gets in contact with oxygen and light, it doesn't work anymore. It goes like rancid. So you need to make sure if you're buying your vitamin C that it's stable and that it works. So I don't mind spending the money on this that I spend on it because I know that it works. Like you guys don't understand how much it works, number one. But number two, like the packaging, you know, step one, number one is under control the way it needs to be for vitamin C. But this does really brighten my skin. I'm not gonna lie, I got my best friend using this and she's noticed a big difference with her skin. In fact, I think she ran out of it. And she was like, hey, can you recommend something else? I don't want to pay that much money for that serum again. And I'm like, girl, I get it, but no, this is the only vitamin C I've ever used because every time I use them, they break me out. I've never seen the benefits of one. This is the only one. It doesn't break me out. It has brightened my skin so much. Like I'm wearing a lot of makeup today because I'm stubborn and I'm still trying to get that Harouche makeup tutorial from the last video down and figured out. And I'm still not there. I was doing that again today and I still have a crap ton of makeup on is all I'm trying to say, and I just don't need it. My skin's actually really clear and bright and even toned, so when I put makeup on it sometimes I'm like, oh, I worked so hard on this, why do I have to cover it up? Once again, I attribute greatly to this. It's probably all of this, but this is a big one for me. And an honorable mention is the Truth Treatment's Balms, B-A-L-M. These are actually like their trial sizes because I wanted to make sure I didn't break out using them before I invested in them because they're expensive. But here I have the 1% retinol and the 5%. I use these kind of, you know, interchangeably in between my tretinoin nights, or maybe I'll kind of back off a tretinoin for a little bit and just use these for something a little bit lighter because 1% or 0.1% tretinoin is like really rough. It is kind of rough on the skin. These are a little bit more mild. And then the other balm I have from Truth Treatments is the Truth Treatment Transdermal C Balm. This is just kind of like the version that we just saw in the dropper, but it's a balm, so it's more hydrating. Some nights all I do is literally just wash my skin, maybe apply the Giving Essence from Then I Met You, and then put the Transdermal C Balm and one of these retinol balms together on my skin because it's so like hydrating. I don't know. It's a really easy skincare routine that does my skin really well. I know a lot of people say you're not supposed to mix retinols or retin-A's with vitamin C. My skin can take it. I know some people's can't, but for some reason, mine can. Next. So masks. I have a lot of masks. You guys see that little thing back there? That is full of sheet masks, and there's a drawer right underneath it that has a lot of masks in it. There will be one more mask in this video. I like masks a lot. I've talked before about how you don't need them, and some people just like want to hold me to that, and if I ever say I like a mask again, they're like, but you said we didn't need it. And like, yeah, you don't need it. In the hunter-gatherer sense of the word, we don't need any of this, but I still like them a lot. And the one I like the most, the sheet mask of all sheet masks, not even just sheet masks, maybe the mask I like the most in the world and that I have bought the most of consistently since my first pack came in April is the MetaHeal NMF Intense Hydrating Mask. You can get these on Amazon. Make sure it's an authorized seller, obviously, or Soko Glam, places like that. This is such a beautiful sheet mask in its simplicity and in its effectiveness. So this mask is pretty basic, you know what I'm saying? We don't have like fragrances, there's no glitter, it doesn't have any bells and whistles or tricks, it doesn't have like a food or a scent or a person or a cartoon character attached to it. But let me tell you, what it lacks in pageantry, it more than makes up for in awesomeness and effectiveness because it's such a beautiful mask. I love this thing. I have gone through one to two a week since April. It's been a while. I really like these a lot. They're effective. They hydrate the skin. They soothe the skin. Again, like you beam after you use this. I don't break out when I use this. I don't get sensitive from it. So I use these for prepping my skin for makeup. Works well for that. I use them at night before I go to bed just for like extra hydration. Works well for that. It's just cheap. It works. It's great. Love it. Leave a link down below. Thank me later. Lastly, and certainly not leastly, I talked briefly about this in my beauty devices video, which I will link down below, but I wanted to bring it up again because I am on my second box of this, and once I repurchase something, I think I'm going to start letting you guys know. That to me is emblematic of a favorite. Once I've repurchased it at least once, you know it's legit. This is the Foreo UFO. This is a mask, but essentially this little disc right here, you put what is basically just a tiny little sheet mask right here, and then you close it, and then you hook it up to your phone, and then depending on what mask you have, it does different things. So some of them have cryotherapy, they have red light, green light, they do all kinds of stuff. It's kind of incredible. While I love it for all the masks, every single one I've tried, I love. Glow Addict, Make My Day, Collagen Junkie, Matte Maniac, I've loved them all. But this one is the only one I've repurchased because, dude, okay, this is the Shimmer Freak. It's an illuminating eye perfector, it says. And when you put this friggin' mask on this little disc and you run this over your eye for the duration of the treatment, your under eye area gets so tight and so smooth. Like, this thing gets cold. When I say cryotherapy, like, I did it again today and I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, and I was like almost kind of like surprised. I forgot how cold it gets. It's very effective. And then while you're running the Shimmer Freak treatment, so it's the cryotherapy, red light, there's a pulsing therapy, bada bing, bada boom. 2 minutes later, your eyes are awake and refreshed and bright and hydrated. Like, it is literally one of the, it's expensive. Again, it's very expensive. I cannot make it make sense for you if it's out of your budget because it's hard to justify. This is the one thing I didn't pay for also. I did not pay for this, and I didn't pay for the first box of this, but I paid for the second. I love this thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is something I would say if you are doing makeup for an event, or if you have tired eyes, you ate too much sodium, or maybe you were like crying a lot the day before because the Living Cleansing Balm is out of stock. I don't know your life, but use this the next day and you'll have bright and tight and big and wide awake eyes. It's dope. Really, really works. All right, guys, that is it for me. Like I said, this is not my whole skincare routine. It's just not. Like, my skincare routine is vast because it includes so many different things. Like, I consider all the devices that I use, which are many, and all the treatments that I do, and my medical treatments I go have done, like in office, all that stuff is part of my skincare routine. It's just something that I enjoy doing and looking after and taking care of, and we're all going to have different levels of dedication to it, but I hope that regardless of where you are in your skincare journey, that you did find something in this video that you would like to try or learn something. Everything, once again, will be linked down below. As always, like it's all the pictures. I'm going to announce the first live streams for September in a couple of days. Actually, recently had some health stuff I had to get taken care of. I had to have surgery, and I actually have to have it again. It's nothing super invasive or crazy, but I have been kind of out of commish because there's been health stuff going on. I'm feeling really great. I have a lot of great ideas, a lot of cool stuff coming, hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I feel like every time I end a video being like, I'm so happy to be back, like something happens the next day and then I'm gone. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty optimistic, feeling pretty good. Fall is coming. I'm stoked about the holidays, like this last little bit of the year, like the nice, like cozy, like happy times that come, I think we desperately need in 2020, and I'm looking forward to spending it with you guys. So yeah, make sure you check the down bar for links on my social media platforms. Subscribe if you have not, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you in the next one.